So Liverpool versus Aston Villa today in Anfield. We're going to see whether or not Liverpool can bounce back from this horrible run of form that they've been in. I think, to be honest, Liverpool have been unlucky for the most part. When you look at some of the results recently, obviously playing the kids against Crystal Palace in the week was never going to end well, in my opinion, when Crystal Palace were picking a full-strength side. But obviously in the Premier League, you're going to expect all the big hitters to be starting. And it's going to be interesting to see whether or not Slot actually implements that three-in-the-back strategy that he did against Crystal Palace. It looked to me like he was kind of tinkering with something there that he might want to use moving forward. And I think if we use the actual first-team personnel in those roles, we could see something very interesting. Obviously, Aston Villa are a team that are playing well at the minute, so it's definitely going to be a challenge. But I think Liverpool, sooner or later, they're going to stop the rot and get back to winning ways. If you look at the last 5, 6, 7 results in the Premier League and some of the Champions League ones, they've only been losing by 1 goal here and there. Obviously, the Palace game was a 3-0 loss. But pretty much all the other games that I can think of, they've only lost by 1 goal. And I think in reality, Liverpool obviously got the players, the personnel to start winning games. And I think it's just about bedding them in and really getting everyone to settle down and find the best ways to use them. I think the three at the back system in particular would really suit. Obviously, Frimpong's injured at the minute, but he played as a right wing back at Leverkusen. I thought Kerkez looked really, really comfortable in that role in the week, having a bit of cover behind him, so it allowed him to go forward a bit more. I think in general, Liverpool, they've got all these good components, but they just need to find the best way to put them all together, really. And I think sooner or later they are going to figure it out. Obviously, we've got a very, very tough set of fixtures now. Aston Villa, Real Madrid, and then Man City over the next week. So it's going to be a pretty crucial time to get a result out of 1 or 2 or maybe even 3 of these games, hopefully. But overall, right now, Liverpool obviously not in a good spot, and I think Villa, my dad's team, are playing really well at the minute, and I would probably expect Villa to give us a very good game, to be honest, unless we absolutely come out of the traps flying. I think it's going to be a very, very difficult game. It's going to be interesting to see how we do. I think we've got quite a few injuries racking up now, but I think Gravenberch is back. I don't think Isak or Curtis Jones are in the squad, sadly. According to Slot, they're not ready. But I think having Gravenberch back would be a big, big boon for Liverpool. Hopefully we can see that Gravenberch, McAllister, Szoboszlai midfield that we all know works so well. Szoboszlai playing in that 10 position would be really good, in my opinion. I think we really need to be, if we're going to be playing 4-2-3-1, we need to be seeing Wirtz playing on the left and Gakpo dropping to the bench, in my opinion. As impressive and as in terms of numbers at least Gakpo has been this season, I think you have to play Wirtz because he just offers you something that's so good. But you can't really play him in that 10 role because you need the running of Szoboszlai in there. I think having Szoboszlai right back really wastes him in terms of his pressing ability because he is such a good engine. So I think there's lots of things to consider. Obviously, Slot's probably going to go with Gakpo, Ekitike and Salah as the front three as usual. Salah obviously has also been in a horrible slump, as has quite a few of the players in the team. Something good to know as well is that Alisson looks like he's going to be back over the next week or so, which will be really, really good because obviously everyone is a downgrade from Alisson being as good as he is, and he's still amazing. I think he gets underappreciated considering how many times he's probably saved us goals this season. I can think of 10 or 15 examples where he's basically blocked shots that would have been probably guaranteed goals. And he's just been really, really solid for Liverpool again this season. Definitely a big miss. So we've got 5, 6, 7 first-team players injured at the minute. Obviously, Isak's out. Who else have we got out? Gravenberch has come back, but we've still got Frimpong, Alisson, obviously. Isak, Curtis Jones. I think there's another midfielder that I can't think of off the top of my head as well. But, oh yeah, obviously we've got Leone as well, who I think will probably be playing, to be honest, considering how badly that Gomez and Konate have looked this season, have been playing this season, and they just look so uncomfortable. But it's going to be an interesting game, and we're going to see how we do. Hopefully Liverpool can get back to winning ways, because the first team have had a week off now. They've probably had a few training sessions to get their head right, and hopefully, well, it'll be interesting to see if we play that 3 at the back. But right now, I'm feeling confident that Liverpool are going to get back to winning ways soon. I don't think they've been that far off it, to be honest, and we'll see how we do. As always, guys, thanks a lot for watching. Please do like and subscribe. Leave a comment down below, as always, and I'll catch you in the next video. Cheers.